This sudden pulling away that avoidants do is absolutely excruciating. I just did a coaching call with a client that just experienced this, and I want to go over this and make a whole video about it. After doing thousands of calls and tech sessions, I'm going to give you some tips that really work and do get avoidance to come back to you and regular people as well. So the rug pull that happens, the sudden pull away, happens from fear of emotional intimacy. If you see me looking here, I just made a few notes. Deep connection triggers their fear of vulnerability and dependency. And I call this emotional responsibility as well. They pull away abruptly to remain and regain their emotional safety. When they regain their safety, it makes them feel like they're in control again. So they just get overwhelmed by closeness. So when a relationship deepens to a certain level and gets just too intense, it's like they get too close to the fire, right? This creates that panic, and then they'll just do anything to protect themselves. And usually certain people, right? Certain people will get to like this level and they'll do it, this level and they'll do it, this level and they'll do it, right? It's not always the same per person, per avoidant. And the worst thing about this is they will come on so hot, they'll like love bomb you. And then out of nowhere, boom, they're gone. And you're left sitting there going, hey, we were just planning like a whole life together. Like, because it can take several months sometimes for them to get there, especially with our busy lives that we have, right? And then, date after date, time after time, it just gets deeper and deeper, like your connection does. And they just go, no, I'm out, peace. And it's normal for them. See, a lot of my clients too will come to me and say, oh, I've been dating this girl for like 6-7 months. But the avoidant person has been doing this to people for 5 years, right? And typically their relationships won't last more than a year. And the client will say, I thought I knew this person, right? And you need to give a long enough probation period for dating. You really do, because this kind of stuff can kind of happen out of nowhere. It's not really your fault, but you need to see the signs as early as you can. Another big thing is triggering of past traumas and patterns. Sometimes when you have emotional closeness, it can activate or trigger an unresolved childhood wound. Okay, so their automatic response is to withdraw and avoid pain. Again, avoiding any kind of emotional responsibility. And this last point is one that really, really kind of flies over most people's heads. Is like, it comes in a misinterpretation of a normal relationship up and down. A normal relationship is going to have conflict. And an avoidant, as soon as they feel that stress and conflict, the emotions can easily like make them just overreact and immediately withdraw. So that again, it's like they go back into a cocoon of safety where they feel like they have full control, because relieving control just makes them feel like crap. And again, especially if it was a childhood wound where they did not have control, an adult was hurting them in some way, emotionally, physically, they're going to want to keep that sense of control once they do get it. So here's what you do, and if you experience this, because this is what I told my client, right? You obviously have to give them that space so that they can feel like they're safe again, right? You can't logic your way through this. That's a common thing I see my clients try and do. They try to like give me the explanation. Let me explain to her. I need to explain to her why it's okay. No. Because as soon as they're triggered, all the information is going to go in one ear and out the other. They're just going to go, okay, and they're just going to run from you. And I want you to maintain emotional stability, okay? So if you chase, you beg, and you overreact, it's going to make them feel that pressure, and you don't want them to feel that. You need to set clear and calm boundaries. It's very important. And focus on your own healing and growth, right? Typically, the clients will eventually go, you know what, I don't really want to date an avoidant that doesn't want to work on themselves. And that's completely up to you what you guys want to do. I'm here just to give you the information as the observer of this. This chart right here is extremely powerful. You can get the book called Letting Go in the Stan Store link as well with the coaching options.